All right, let's do it. Spirit and angels, anyone for the highest good for Sag. What do we need to know? What are the messages? This reading could be for anyone with Sagittarius placements or anyone else who's guided to see it. It could resonate right now or later on down the line. And I can't stress this enough. And Sagittarius knows better than any other sign. Things can come out all the way up to the last second. Even after I click off, I can come back on camera because it happens to you guys more than any other sign for whatever reason. All right, we got broken heart, adjacent possibilities, goddess of the moon, and door to romance. So it's like the broken heart gets healed here. There's a key to healing or opening back up this broken heart. And it has to do with adjacent possibilities. It also has to do with goddess of the moon. Very intuitive card. I feel like you are aware of something either coming up or because the goddess of the moon is here. It's a very emotional card too, so it really says to me, look, I had my heart broken before, but these new possibilities are on the table. If I were to take them, if I were to go through any one of these other doors, I don't want to go through this again. And Spirit says, follow your intuition, follow your emotional connection. There is a way to open back up that door to romance and heal that heart. Okay, let's find out about it. It's really, and I have to say, if you're into it at all, working on that heart chakra, sacral chakra, basically I say work on all the chakras. If you're going to work on one, that's just my opinion, of course, and only if you're into it. It wouldn't hurt. All right, spirit and angels, anyone for the highest good. We're using, I'm so sorry, that was the energy oracle. We're also using the vice versa tarot, where the side we see will be the side I read, whatever side hits the table, okay? Whatever we see when it hits the table, that's the side I'll be reading. It's a different perspective on each side of the cards, so they're not read like traditional reversals, okay? All right, now we'll be using also the Wheel of the Year, which will be read like traditional reversals. And then we'll be using After Tarot, which have their own very specific meanings in the upright. Okay, we won't be reading those in reverse at all. All right, let's do it. I don't know why it's important for me to tell you how we read each card, but I'm being guided to do so. All right, spirit and angels, anyone for the highest good for Sagittarius. What do we need to know? What are the messages? Sagittarius. This reading is for really anyone who's guided. I could be directly talking to the cross watcher or anyone else who's guided by the title, or for whatever reason you're here. Welcome. It could be your reading. All right, let's do it. What do we need to know? What are the messages? Sagittarius reading. This is a 2-week reading for anyone who's guided to see it. Remember, these are not read traditionally in reverse. They have their own description on each side, different perspective. What else do we need to know? What are the messages here, please? Sagittarius reading. Okay, that came out on its side. We're going to keep it that way because sideways cards for me really mean that they're a challenge. One more card, please. You could have dealt with something you're overcoming. Well, you did. You have the broken heart, right? Absolutely. And look at this. That's so cool that that came out because, and there's a reason why I got so excited about that. This is the Four of Cups. But in this particular Four of Cups, there's a ship coming in back there. That, all the cups spilled, but there's something really good coming in. Now look at the Two of Pentacles that came out as a challenge. There's a ship coming in back there that this person is so busy doing whatever they're doing, they don't see it. I feel like there is something coming for you. Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment, right there in the center of the reading. It's a transformational thing, something that's transforming. Look at how we have the Justice card. Okay, but look at the back of the Justice card, how it has, those scales are on the ground, but we have a butterfly standing here, well, flying here next to the Sword of Truth that's standing here. Okay, so this really says to me something that was very imbalanced, that scale fell to the ground, is transforming here with the Sword of Truth and this butterfly of transformation. So we're going to be moving down a different path. The two of I'm sorry, I don't know why I said two of pentacles, because that's right here as the challenge, right? Two of wands. So I feel this transformation and this new opportunity, or this new direction you'll go in, it could be that you've been having a hard time deciding, or you haven't made up your mind yet. You do have the Five of Swords here, and thankfully it's not this side, because this is my least favorite card of every single one of my tarot decks, and I have a lot of tarot decks. But this side of it really shows that you're overcoming whatever this is. See how this person's like beating this woman down. He, she, they, doesn't matter. This person is beating this person down when they're on the ground, feeling very smug. And, you know, they still won't let up even when they're down on the ground. But being it came out in the reverse makes me feel better, like you've overcome something, like you were able to, or you walked away from something. So see, here's that bully right there. And this person's leaving the bully in the dust. I'm done. You know, so the bully might have taken something from you, but you get to leave them, and that they've got the stuff in their hand, but they don't get to bully you anymore. You know, and this is all just metaphorical. It really says to me that you're leaving something that was difficult behind, you know, taking the new door, going in down the new path, taking this new option. And this is where you're going to find that you are able to heal, Goddess of the Moon, your heart, where the key to this heart coming out of that cage is coming in for you. There is something here about, you know, this decision causing the ship to come in. Like there's, because, you know, it's in the decision card and it's in the Four of Cups. And this Four of Cups, you know, this is something we missed out on, something that feels lost, something that, you know, disappeared. And you know, those cups are still spilled, but it doesn't matter, because something better, the ship that you're calling in, is coming. This really says to me, this whole reading says, I went through something that was painful, but something really better is going to come in and take its place. Something, you know, it's a ship. This is something you want. Something you want, Nine of Cups, is coming in for you. But it does involve a transformation, going down a different path, making decisions, taking a different door. You know, it doesn't just show up on your doorstep. I have people reach out to me, and I swear to you, they say, this didn't happen for me. I waited home all weekend, you know, and I'm like, well, did you leave the house? Did you go out there and put yourself out there? Did you go to a place where you meet people? No, you said it was coming in. Well, it's not going to knock on your door. You have to go through the door. You have to go down the path. You have to cause change in your life and transformation. These tarot readings just show you possibilities. They don't get up off the table and make your life happen for you. But people are sadly mistaken about that. And maybe it's enough readers don't really say that to you. You have to actually do the things in the cards. You know, you're going to have to cause change. It doesn't just show up, right? All right, let's get into it. Really, really nice. The Three of Cups sits at the bottom of the deck here. And see how both of her cups are completely filled, overflowing even. And she's like, Spirit, please, I need this one last cup filled. She's asking Spirit, God, Universe for a filled cup and a new opportunity. Ace of Pentacles sits right behind it. It's really nice. So, you know, it's really about new opportunities and wanting something enough to cause change, make decisions, go down the paths, take another door, cause change in your life, to see the ship come in. You know, this person's doing something to cause that ship to come in. You know, it really is cause and effect here. All right, let's find out. Spirit and angels. And that's for all readings, in all scenarios, really. It's about cause and effect. Any changes in our lives really are our creation. Spirit and angels, anyone for the highest good? What do we need to know here? What are the messages for Sagittarius? What are the messages for Sagittarius or anyone else who's guided to see the Sagittarius reading for whatever reason that they've been guided here? Let's take a look at that Nine of Cups, smack dab in the middle of your reading. Okay, came right out. High Priestess. Absolutely. You really could. Remember, I was feeling it through this one. You could really feel this change coming, or intuitively be connected to this choice, you know, really being called to. If you follow this And see how the goddess of the moon is doing the same thing that the Three of Cups is doing, really connecting with spirit here, following your gut, understanding that if you follow, you're being guided. You're being guided. Changes will happen based on your manifestation. This person's manifesting with the divine. This is like, I can't think of the word, that there's a word on the tip of my tongue. I lost it. But anyway, this person is in communication with spirit, in commune, calling in calling in this change, asking for one more cup to be filled, and creating a new doorway to open, a new pathway to go down, a new ship to come in, a transformation to happen. All this stuff happening, this person's causing. Let's keep going here. Let's look at the and doing something about it, right? It's not just about sitting home and saying it's about doing. Tell me about the Justice in reverse here. Justice, it's not reversed. In this deck, it's about a different perspective. Let's look at this justice and this transformation happening here. Yeah, Eight of Cups. It's reversed. So this Eight of Cups says nothing's budged. I haven't walked away from the emotional attachment. I haven't left behind things that have bothered me. I'm just staying put. And the Fool in reverse, riding the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, says to me the same exact thing that sits at the bottom here. So this transformation really is needed here because nothing's budged, nothing's happened, nothing has moved, and this transformation is necessary in order to get out from under this Ten of Swords. It sits right there behind it, but it's reversed. This decision to, again, remember what I said, cause and effect, to cause a transformation by doing something is going to be the key here. Tell me about the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands can be us physically going down a brand new path, going through a different doorway. Tell me about the Two of Wands here. Two of Wands. What do we need to know about the Two of Wands? Yep, there it is. As a challenge, Six of Cups and the Hermit. This is reflecting back on the past. See how the Six of Cups is here? Well, they show somebody looking at their partner in the water with someone else. This doesn't have to be your scenario. But what it is reflecting with the Hermit here, looking back on the past, reflecting on it, and shining the light on the new path ahead. The Hermit always shines the light on the path ahead of them. So I feel like taking this last glance back at something that was hurtful, something that happened, whatever this was, that you had to endure, and looking forward to this new option, this new pathway, and really focusing on going down this new pathway in this, contemplation that you've been stuck in. You could really be like, I'm not really sure, so you just stayed solidly put. I'm not going to budge till I figure out where to go. And Spirit is saying, just keep communicating with Spirit and calling in your direction. This really is about the direction you'll be headed in. Nine of Cups. This is going to be something you really want and like. It's just a matter of opening back up that heart chakra, listening to your intuition, listening to your guides, whatever you believe in, really shining the light on that path ahead and making decisions that you've kind of been unsure of or in limbo about. You're going to like them. Justice is at the bottom in the upright here, saying there will be a balance returned here. Didn't we have yet? Justice was right there. It had to do with you making a decision to cause transformation and change. That is what's going to bring this balance back in. All your balance cards are kind of in limbo right now. The Two of Pentacles, it's a card of balancing. I'm balancing thought. I'm balancing ideas. I'm balancing decisions. But it's come out as a challenge. So this has not been easy. And again, You know, the justice, the balance is in reverse here, but it's really all about you creating that balance, bringing it back in. It's on the ground right now. Those two scales, that scale lays on the ground, but creating change, the butterfly and the sword, is what causes, you know, the action you will take is what's going to cause it. Right now, that action's been on hold because you've been, you know, unsure of what path to go down and what door to take. Okay, but there is a door that's going to cause this healing and this change. Let's look at the Five of Swords real quick. I want to look at the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords here is in the traditional reverse. Let's take a look at it. It does remind me of a regular Five of Swords in reverse. Yeah, it's about that broken heart, the Three of Swords. Exactly what I was saying. Whatever this was that caused that broken heart, it's right there, right? And as we already know, Death card, this has come to some kind of close, or it's in the midst of coming to close. I feel like this already closed for you, but you know, you might be making a decision to close it out right now for some of you. All right, so this really says, that's the Death card. I'm so sorry. I don't know if I said that. I wanted to look at these two together, which is why I skipped this Two of Pentacles. This, whatever this is causing this ship to come in. So we need to know what these two cards are saying to us. This Two of Pentacles as a challenge and the Four of Cups. Two of Pentacles as a challenge and the Four of Cups. What's most important that we should know about this? Absolutely. The imbalance that we've talked about over and over here, the Six of Pentacles reverse, that's about to completely go away with a new opportunity that's coming in, Ace of Cups. There is a brand new, I got chills when this fell out. This is coming in for you with this forward movement, this Chariot. This is like full speed ahead, right? This Chariot, this movement that you haven't made yet, but you constantly think about, is going to change this imbalance. This Six of Pentacles reverse, that justice with the scales laying on the ground, where we know just a transformation or a tweak is going to change that. And we saw the justice coming in when that movement happens. It's saying the same thing here again with the Chariot. This Chariot is going to drive you right into your Ace of Cups, but it has to come through something that you decide to do. The decision that you make is what brings that ship in. And this takes you out of an imbalance that you've been in with something that was painful that happened. That's Three of Swords, that broken heart, that where did it go? This, you know, the thing that's coming to the end, the Five of Swords, Three of Swords, broken heart, coming to close. So your decision may be to close out something that's been very painful for you. And Spirit says, don't worry, what you don't know, this is behind this person's back. When you make your decision to get out of this imbalance, that ship comes into you. Anything that felt like a loss ends up being a win. You just don't know it yet. It's going to be very positive, the Chariot and the Ace of Cups. And basically, you're being told to follow your intuition. Spirit is going to fill that last cup with you, with the Ace of Pentacles, with the Ace of Cups. There's going to be blessings that follow. But really, the change, the transformation has to be your move. It's like you're up, you know, you're up, going through the door, going down the path, you know, making a move, closing something out. This final step really is so important, but it has to be you, because it's your journey, it's your path, it's your lesson learned, it's your new beginning, it's your new opportunity, it's all about your choices. I really love this reading. I'm going to pull you some after tarot because this is your second week. So let's see where this goes. And remember, these things won't all happen in 1 week. These things could be happening right now. They could be happening next week, or they could be a heads up to things coming down the line to help you prepare. Spirit and angels, anyone for the highest good. What is next here? What is next? Sagittarius reading for anyone who's guided. Could resonate now or later on down the line. Sagittarius reading. Yeah, Ten of Wands. Letting go of what's been burdening you, holding you back, holding you down, keeping you from taking action. What else do we need to know? Sagittarius reading. What's next? This is what's next energy. Seven of Swords. This also, to me, means you could be leaving something behind. It could mean that somebody who you've been dealing with, whoever this person was that did these things to you, could actually get caught in that noose. But let's take a little look at it. But this also could be you leaving quietly, like you're, skedaddling. Tell me more about this Seven of Swords. Is there anything we need to know about the Seven of Swords? Eight of Pentacles. Can I get another one? The Three of Swords was at the bottom again. I just happened to see it. Can we get one card on the Eight of Pentacles? Let's look at that. With the Seven of Swords, looking back at the Eight of Pentacles. What is the Seven of Swords here with the Eight of Pentacles? What is this? Yeah, turning the wheel, world. Oh my God. Wow. And the High Priestess sits at the bottom. We started out with the High Priestess there and in your central issue. Your wish fulfillment is the High Priestess sits right on top of the Nine of Cups. So whatever this is, it is using your intuition to cause change quietly. I really feel like you're being super quiet. There also could be somebody here you do not trust. This could be work, or this could be something else you will put effort into that is going to be absolutely life-changing. But it brings in using your intuition to cause this change, which we already talked about multiple times here, putting your efforts into the world, the wheel, closing out old cycles, opening up new cycles, causing change, is the place they want you to put all your work and effort into. There's something here that will... This is a complete, and I mean, look, 10 of Wands. When the 10 of Wands are dropped, the Ace of Wands ends up in their hand. Remember, this is after tarot. It shows us what happens afterwards, right? So if you don't trust somebody, they did cause you that broken heart, or that whatever it is, like something coming out could happen later. But I really feel for a lot of you, this Seven of Swords could indicate that you're causing these changes in your life. You're putting all your efforts into causing change quietly. And I really feel that because of the Goddess of the Moon, the High Priestess, not once but twice, and the Hermit here, and the Seven of Swords all say to me, I'm keeping it on the down low, but because these all came out, like I'm putting my efforts into change, but I'm not telling anybody. That's what I really feel this means for the majority of you. Wow. And right behind the Three of Swords is the Emperor and the Hangman. This is like you taking control of your life to change your life. Look at that. And the Hermit's behind that. Absolutely. This has to do, look at all these cards of tapping into spiritual means here, seeing things from another perspective. The Hermit, well, the Hangman receives their information straight from spirit, and so does the High Priestess. And the Hermit shines the light on the path ahead. But not only that, they can see who the snake is and who's loyal. A lot of clarity coming in here, a lot of self-control with this Emperor at the bottom. Like, I'm controlling this. I'm healing my own heart by making changes, by tapping into my spiritual resources, following the voice of spirit, following my gut, my intuition. I'm doing what I need to do for me, and Spirit's going to fill that last cup. And you have it everywhere. You have the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands here in this card, because these are actually aces in this deck. It is the after tarot. This is after the 10 of Wands. If you'd like to comment down below, we'd love to hear from you no matter what you have to say, even to say I got my message. Also, please do like this video. It helps the channel grow, and I appreciate it more than you guys can imagine. Thank you so much.